Welcome once again. My name's Steve Jaguar. This is BeerNative, and this is another beer review. I'm continuing down my path of dry January, which it's semi-dry, right? Join me tomorrow live. I'll be trying to do something around 6 p.m. GMT, which will be Hump Day, where I don't do a alcohol-free beer. I'll be doing something that is a little bit different to keep things interesting throughout the week. But for now, I'm going to keep down my path of alcohol-free beers. And today, I had a whole ton of really cool stuff delivered, and I'll show you the site I got it from that specializes really in only alcohol-free products. So not just beer. I got ciders, I got a gin and tonic, and all sorts of really cool stuff. And one of the ones that I got was this company called Drop Bear Brewing, which is weird because at the beginning of all this, I didn't really know a lot of alcohol-free beer companies. And now I've found two dedicated to alcohol-free beer, both with the word drop in the title. I don't know if that's like they're dropping the alcohol. I don't know what the deal is, but it seems very trendy. Let's take a quick look. Oh, before then, if you're new, you know the deal. Well, if you're new, you don't know the deal. The more people that subscribe, the more YouTube promotes videos about alcohol-free beer, for example. If you were looking for this and you found it hard to find, hey, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, do all that thing, and other people will be able to find it a lot easier because it tells YouTube that it's solved your problem. Why not do that? And if you're really feeling generous and you know people who are doing dry January, point them at this video because this one I think is going to be pretty good. I mean, I'm just based on what I've looked at already, I think it's going to be pretty cool. Let's take a quick look at the brewery. There we go. There it is. But it's over here for me. Drop Bear Beer Company. Pretty cool. They got a nice looking website. I like the logo. Oh, did that just blink? It did. Oh, neat. They've got some interesting beers, right? They're not just going for plain old lagers or just saying pale ale. They're treating this very much like a craft beer. You've got some New World Lager, Yuzu, pale ale. I think it's only wild beer I've seen a Yuzu. Tropical IPA, which is what I've got today, and Bonfire Stout. Let's click through Tropical IPA because that is what we're going to be drinking today. See if we can get a little bit more detail on it when we get the price for one. $22.50 for 6 bottles. So you got to be serious about your alcohol-free if you're really going to start paying prices like that. Typically, people are used to alcohol-free being cheaper, right? Yeah. You're not paying for the booze. Hopefully you'd think taxes would be lighter. However, this seems like a very small brewery. So, this is the kind of beer that if there was alcohol in it, you'd probably be paying a pretty premium price for it. So maybe 22 is pretty good. Looks like they want investment. I just noticed that up at the top. Building one of the world's only alcohol-free breweries. Well, you and Big Drop. Yeah. Well, I guess we can click on that later and see. Let's see if we can find more details about it. Oh, we got some other images. There we go. 21 calories. 21 calories per bottle. So that's fascinating, right? What is going on with the malt at 21 calories per bottle? Vegan friendly, that's all good. Ekuanot and Citra, Galaxy and Simcoe. Galaxy, Simcoe, Ekuanot and Citra. Huh. Interesting. Punchy base. Those are interesting. So we've got a bit of West Coast America and a bit of do we have New Zealand in there. Slight amber color. Okay, that's probably, we haven't seen the malts yet. 6 malts, bitterness, hops. This is not very informative. That is informative. Look at that brew sheet. All right, I'm gonna get my head out of the way in a moment. I can't do that with this, but 0.3. So look at the original gravity. That's basically nothing. How do you, so there's nothing to ferment there. How did that work? Ooh, now I almost want to do an interview. So we have Munich, DRC, Caramalt, chocolate, wheat, malt. So a lot of care taken into the malt profile. That is impressive because I haven't seen anybody really take care of it. We have a good IBU of 46. It's an APA style. And we have what looks like a mistake. Hey, check that out. Ekuanot, Simcoe, Citra, and here it says El Dorado. I swear it said Galaxy up here. It does. We have a boo-boo. If you're watching this, I might send this to Drop Bear Beers and say, hey, you've got a discrepancy, so we don't know which is which. But either is a decent option. Ekuanot is from the West Coast. El Dorado has... See, we might lose out on alpha acid because of that. Because I might prefer El Dorado over Galaxy. But I don't think it's going to matter, you know. They've got a great recipe. And the 21 calories is the real whopper. All right, this is a pretty good bit of information. So very low in sugar. What the process for freeing it from alcohol is, or are they attempting it to brew it without alcohol in the first instance? So that I have to revisit my whole research on how alcohol-free is done. That's pretty cool. Quickly, though, if you want to see where I got all these from, I didn't order direct. I got it from, to credit, Wise Bartender. Loads of really good things. They had a whole thing like, I think it was 31 beers in 31 days or something. Not beers. So I got something because my wife likes gin and tonics. They even had sparkling wine. All sorts of stuff came in this package. It was pretty amazing. So check them out. And let's go back to the main screen. And we can open this beer up. There she blows. The Tropical IPA Drop Bear. We will be tasting it in this. Do you ever notice that people are giving you glasses way too all willy-nilly? You know, if you order in the UK and you go to Honest Brew or you go to, I don't know, anything. Flavorly does it as well. Some breweries have specials, but they always want to send you a commemorative glass. It's not commemorative if everybody sends me a damn glass. I got so many glasses. It's crazy. Lively. I don't know. You don't get points for liveliness. Okay. Crap. That was a lot. All right. Well, it wants to come out of the bottle, so let's let that happen. I didn't really get much of a smell off of it. So it was the heating process and some alcohol-free procedures that destroy all the hops. This looks fantastic. It's an amber color like we had yesterday with that hoppy lager from Brooklyn. And it's very similar today. I'm going to zoom it in because I think it's worth you taking a look at it. Kind of a light fuzzy head on it. And if I can maybe benefit you with a little bit of a light, look at that. Pretty nice, right? That's a lovely color. They put a lot of effort into the malts, so that is deserved. Let's bring that beat back here. There it is. Oh. Manual focus is very funny on this camera sometimes. All right, let's give it a little smell. So this is where I'm wondering, right? With an original gravity of just 5, like not at 10 not even 10%, like just nothing of the original normal gravity. I could see why they get a really low calorie beer out of it, because there's no sugar in it. But there's no sugar. You didn't ever ferment anything, and therefore you never removed the alcohol. So how did it work? How do you get the hop profile out of that? I can see how you can take advantage of malt, but not hop. Let's check it out. Waiting. This is called Tropical IPA, right? Okay. Because you know it doesn't matter which one's correct. Galaxy or El Dorado. The Ekuanot from HBC and the Citra and the Simcoe. This should be a pretty fruity, grapefruity, tropical. If it is an IPA, it should hit that. So I'm gonna slowly have another little sip. All right, let's judge it. Is it a good beer? Yes. Do I think the art is cool? So very much in line with all of the alcohol-free range so far. I think there's probably an understandable identity crisis. They haven't made a name for themselves yet, so they're making themselves recognizable by brand. I love the Drop Bear. I don't understand it. I like the blinking, scary-looking koala we got going on here. I might even just bring that back up just so you can take a quick look at them, because their decision on just larger scale branding is just cool, right? So let's bring it back, and I like it. So I'm going to give them a 4 overall on art, 3 on packaging. It's bottled, not canned. I might give them a bonus on that. Do I do that? They seem to be committing to an image, right? The bottled beer seems somewhat more prestigious, be that illusion or not. Maybe because it's cheaper, because you can put a label on that. I don't know. Labels are more reliable on bottles. I'm going to give them a 7. I don't want to just, imagine something that isn't there. In terms of uniqueness and accuracy, so this is interesting. Their attempt at uniqueness by creating a tropical IPA with 6 malts and 4 hops in an alcohol-free bottle, that's a 4 out of 5. Did you accomplish was it accurate? The pininess is great. The malt profile is fantastic. I mentioned yesterday, and I think it was one of the comments from Steve Walsh, who said, he knows what I mean by the shreddies thing, the cereal aspect of the malt, right? Sometimes that hits you after the fact. When you take a sip, you get a real nice start. You let it run around the sides of your tongue, and then you're left with this kind of funky graininess, like the smell of grain that you hope kind of goes away after you brew the beer. You don't get that with this. Or if you do, it's very slight. So they did a superb job with the malts, but probably maybe something to do with the fact that there's a different process going on. The result of the hop is just not there. And it's not tropical. It's piney, but not tropical. Not at all. Maybe a light grapefruit, because that is more of a bitter, like a zest, but I'm not getting any tropics. And if you like craft beer and it says tropical IPA, when you could pop a good tropical IPA over here, right? And the person in the other room knows you just opened a tropical IPA, because it just explodes with that sort of juicy smell. And this, out of the bottle, nothing. Even sipping it, it's not kind of there. So that's on accuracy. It hits everything on the attempt for malt, and pininess, and it's nice, but it doesn't get any points for tropical, which is, I got to drop it to a 2. At least I've explained why, though, if you guys watch this. That's a 6, plus the 7 is 13. And do I like it? Actually, if it had just said IPA, I'd have been over the moon with it, and you'd have got a higher accuracy score. It's just missing. It's got tropical IPA hops in it without a tropical IPA result. So I do like it. Independent of whether it's accurate or not, I'm going to give it an 8. I think I actually like it better than the Big Drop. So, yeah. Big shout out to Drop Bear. It's a pretty good. I'm actually kind of keen to try the other ones now, and I will look out for them. I didn't even check to see if I got more than one from Drop Bear in my box. If I did, ace. Okay, so that is the end of this one. Well, just to summarize, Drop Bear Beer Co., their tropical IPA. It says 0.4, 0.3%. Doesn't really matter. Essentially, it's alcohol-free. Very cool malt profile. 4 hops, 6 malts. Great choice if you're looking to get into alcohol-free beers, or even if you're not. I think this is a good gap day. If you're thinking, holy crap, I've had in December when I was doing a beer a day, this would have been an awesome, let's just chill and have a really nice alcohol-free beer. It'd be amazing. Hot summer day. Totally recommend it. One thing I did want to check on, though, over here was this. You know how BrewDog has all this investment crap? And there we go. This is just wanted to see what they're doing in terms of investment. And by the way, I looked into the founders. Let's see if this is them there. Probably this is them there. It's these 2 women, Joelle and, I'm probably saying their names wrong, but out of Swansea. You can look them up, and they were doing normal things. They were working at a council, and one of them was an English teacher for a bit. And then they're quite young. They started this company. So just their story, they weren't, an investment banker they weren't like that. They seem like totally awesome people you want to back. And if they've got 100% of their funding through Crowdcube, 300,000, flipping hell. Nice work. Like, I probably would have done that. Maybe I still can. I don't know. I'm going to check it out. I like it. So if you're into that thing, supporting small businesses and beer, this could be a pretty legit opportunity to do that. All right, last bit. That's the end. The score, I didn't get flavor. It was 13 plus 8, which is a 21. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5. That's a lot better than some of like the alcohol beers I give it. I think it's pretty good. It's only like, it was probably only the tropical thing away from getting a much higher score. All right, that's the end. Thank you very much. This has been another BeerNative beer review, alcohol-free, dry January. My name is Steve Giguere. Thanks for watching, and Steve out.